Welcome back. Many thanks for staying with us. The coalition demanding the passage of the Right to Information Bill into law has hit the street with their campaign to get the bill laid before Parliament rises on 23rd of March. The campaigners this morning flyers and sensitize the public vantage point to raise awareness for the law. They will be forced to demonstrate if Parliament fails to heed their demand of considering the bill before they go on recess. Maxwell Agbagba was with the group on the High Street and Nima. He now reports.
Another group is also here trying to preach the message and also put in, pressure on government to actually lay the RTI bill and then subsequently pass the bill into law. I have with me here a member of the coalition of Right to Information here with me, Bright. So he's going to tell me how the advocacy is going on here at Nima. Bright, welcome to JoyNews.
Thank you very much.
Bright, tell us, how is the process going, here at Nima?
So what we're doing today is we're showing a lot of flyers to citizens as the traffic stops while they're in their cars. As you are aware, the president made a promise that we'll have this thing bill in Parliament in 10 days. It takes a lot to actually get these things done. If you look at the history of the Right to Information in Parliament, we've had promises that were not fulfilled over the years. So this time we're trying to really gather momentum and take on the president on his word and have this thing passed. So what we're trying to do is actually get citizens to also support what we are doing. And to be able to get their support, we need to let them understand the issues. So we came here with a flyer with a bit of information. We'll be sharing to citizens to help them appreciate the issues that we are calling for. So that when they understand the issue, they can also, put their support in. We're also able to get the Right to Information law passed.
So far, what has been the feedback you're getting from the populace, from the people using the stretch?
I think the good thing is that a lot of people are very much aware of the Right to Information bill. So people say, like, Right to Information. So there's some recognition as to what is going on. Some seem to actually understand what is it. But some also, you actually need to, explain to me a bit what you are calling for. Somebody was sort of missing that with Galamsey. So you need to explain what you are calling for, what the implications are, what the benefit is going to be for every citizen in this country for accountability. So I think it's been, taken in well. We also hope that as the days go on, it seems to be just the voice of the coalition. But other citizens will also, put in their part to say that this is something we think will be really beneficial for this nation. This is something we want our lawmakers to pass.
So how hopeful are you that it's going to be laid before Parliament? Parliament is rising on Friday, 23rd. You gave them an ultimatum, 10-day ultimatum. That is going to lapse on Friday. How hopeful are you?
Well, since Nana Addo-Dankwa's government, the promises made to civil society, I think we've seen them coming to fruition bit by bit. The Special Prosecutor Bill, he said, would be done last year, it was done. So from today to Friday, still a number of days. He's not yet, proving that he's not a man of his word. So we are still hoping that between now and Friday, this thing can get done, just as he said. And we continue to remind him that the deadline is Friday, and we hope we can see some action on Friday.
After all the advocacy, if you don't see any, positive response from government, what is going to happen?
Well, the president did last year institute a sort of a semi-annual meeting with him. So we are hoping this year also have that meeting first half of the year and then later half of the year. These are some of the issues we can raise in that meeting. That is the promise we made. It's not being fulfilled. At the same time, as a coalition, we also need to go back and think what will be the next strategy for us, in content calling for this bill.
And still on the RTI, Vice President Dr. Bawumia has announced that the much talked about bill has been approved by Cabinet and is expected to be laid before Parliament for approval. Dr. Bawumia, however, fell short of saying when the bill will be taken to Parliament for the consideration and passage into law. Now, the Vice President said this at the opening session of the Ghana-Norway Investment Initiative in Accra on Monday.
President Nana Addo-Dankwa Akufo-Addo has deployed some bold initiatives at curbing the corruption menace in order to assure the investing public of safety of their investments. The establishment of the Office of Special Prosecutor, backed by an Act of Parliament, says it all. And we have appointed someone who has the integrity and the credibility to deal with corruption matters in a non-partisan fashion. In fact, many people were very surprised that the president appointed someone not from within his own party, but from the opposition party to be the special prosecutor. And that is a signal that everybody has to be on their toes. This month also, just a couple of weeks ago, Cabinet also has given approval to the Right to Information Bill to be laid in Parliament for debate and approval, because it is very, very critical that we pass the Right to Information Bill. It is our hope that this will be an additional feather in our cap in the fight against corruption.